This is a review for the Patagonia Nano Puff down jacket. What I've got on camera is the hooded option in a black men's medium. You can find this in stores or online for around $280, although at time of my purchase I believe it was discounted down to $200. I'll drop the link in the description. It's intended to be a warm, windproof, water-resistant layer. It utilizes Patagonia's proprietary PrimaLoft Gold insulation and is allegedly composed of 100% post-consumer recycled polyester. It is fair trade certified sewn and weighs in at 363 grams. Okay, so should you buy? The honest answer is it really depends. There's a few different angles to look at this that might cause you to decide one way or another. So let me walk you through my experience and hopefully by the end you'll have your answer. I purchased this a few years ago specifically for backpacking. I was looking for the warmest layer for the lightest weight, and I'm also a bit of a fashionista, so I couldn't resist Patagonia. But seriously, I was really drawn in by the jacket's ability to pack up into its own interior pocket. It really seemed like the perfect quirk for a layer I'd probably have crammed in my backpack often. And for a time I was enamored with the thing. I felt so happy carrying and wearing it on the trail. I still remember the first time I used it, hiking up San Gorgonio Mountain in Southern California. It was November, and since we decided to camp at the 11,500 feet peak, we were blessed with a crisp 15 degrees Fahrenheit night's sleep. The Nano Puff hoodie was my outer layer that night, and wouldn't you know it, I survived. The Nano Puff does what it's supposed to do. It's a down jacket, and it keeps you warm. It's also light and packable as advertised. It's also trendy, and it looks great with most outfits, so you can wear it socially or even at the office, depending on your job. However, I have a handful of gripes, and unfortunately they've only cropped up with time, which has started to leave a bad taste in my mouth. It's really three main issues: cost, marketing, and durability. I know outdoor gear in general isn't the cheapest, and you definitely pay a premium when you go with a brand like Patagonia. But the more I think about it, I just don't think this price point is justified. You can definitely find a down jacket for significantly cheaper. Pretty much anything is going to be reasonably within the realm of acceptable weight, and besides, you always make a trade between weight and warmth anyway. But what really are you paying for here? This jacket is so light in part because of the PrimaLoft insulation, I'm sure, but also because it's on the skimpier side. This is probably as thin a down jacket as you will ever find, which means it's on the very low end of the warmth spectrum. You could argue you're paying for the lightweight and packability, to which I would say all down is highly compressible. Now, I need to address a few of their other marketing claims. Patagonia advertises this jacket as windproof. Now guys, I don't know what to say here other than no way in icy hell is this jacket windproof. Absolutely not. I really don't know where they get off claiming something like this. For your own safety, you should not rely on this jacket as a barrier to the wind while you're exploring the outdoors. Seriously, even wearing this around town, I often find myself taking issue with that exact point, just how permeable the Nano Puff is to the wind. And I'll reiterate, the jacket is insulated, just not windproof. And the other thing that really gets under my skin is they claim the jacket is water resistant. But it's like, guys, what does that mean? Yeah, I know they gave it a spritz of some DWR, but what I'm saying is, how water resistant is it? You've got to quantify how wet it can get, or these types of claims just don't mean anything. You know, it's like when you buy electronics and they say, oh yeah, water resistant up to 2 meters. So you know you can probably drop it in your sink, but that you probably shouldn't drop it in the ocean. Look, my point is, everyone knows you should never get down wet if your plan is to stay warm. And yeah, synthetics can perform differently, but the same basic principle still applies. I don't believe for 1 second this jacket will keep you warm when wet, and no, I'm not going to try it. That's completely outrageous. And how wet is wet? I don't know, they didn't specify. Look, DWR is a nice touch, but it's not going to change your behavior when wearing the jacket. You're still going to hide it from the rain and do whatever you can to keep it dry. So don't go into this thinking you're getting a rain shell level protection here. Okay, my last gripe. I'm pretty disappointed with the overall durability. It's been a few years, and the jacket is matted down and smushed. Not only does it just look a little worse, but with less insulation volume, it will not keep you as warm. Taking good care of your down is something you should be aware of with any product, but it's especially hard with the Nano Puff. In my opinion, the core tenet of its marketing is being nano, i.e. small and packable. This means it's going to spend a lot of time bunched up in a little ball stuffed into its own pocket, and probably crushed by all the other gear in your backpack. It's not a great environment for longevity, and this isn't necessarily a knock against Patagonia in particular. I think any retailer would struggle to make down insulation that doesn't get ruined after long periods of compression, because it's probably impossible. But that's neither here nor there. The point is you're paying for it, and when used as intended, this jacket will not stand the test of time. And you might be somebody who's like, wait a minute, I'm not going to cram my jacket into a backpack, I'm just going to wear it around. To which I would say, great, then you should buy a bigger, poofier, warmer down jacket and take better care of it. You'll be much happier. To me, a product with such a visibly limited lifetime is not worth this price point. Alright, let's summarize. I feel like I've been pretty harsh, but it all needed to be said. But remember at the beginning I said there's multiple ways to look at it? Honestly, I love Patagonia and pretty much everything they make, including this jacket. At face value, it's fantastic. I love the look, the concept, and the idea of sustainability. It's my pragmatic side that has to weigh things against my wallet and the real world. If you're somebody who's not worried about the money, or really just wants this as a fashion piece, then you'll absolutely love it, and I 100% recommend the Nano Puff. If you're the average person looking for value and tools for the outdoors, I might nudge you elsewhere. And I think that's all there is to say. I dropped the link below if you're interested. Like and comment with any questions, I'm more than happy to help, and I'm sure I missed something. Please let me know if I can improve these videos in any way. If you'd like to support the channel, you should of course subscribe. We're trying to get to 1,000. But if you'd like to go above and beyond, you can buy me a coffee using the link in the description. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.